Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Luigi with NLEX coming into this game with a 6-game win streak. They had too many strengths that you had to prepare for. But what did your defense prioritize most in terms of what you had to take away from them tonight?
Yeah, well, NLEX has been playing not only Robert Bolick, right? Everybody's been playing well. So even in the first half, I noticed they had a balanced scoring attack. In the second half, we gave them 23 compared to our 32. So I think, they're playing at a high level. We just did better in that second half. I mean, all around, defensively, doing the things that we're supposed to. Offensively, I thought we shared the ball better in the third quarter. That second quarter, I remember we were up and then they had an 11-4 attack back at us. So this is a tough team. They're playing well. They're on a 6-game losing streak, 6-game winning streak. I think also for them it's hard because they're playing back to back. So, you know.
Thank you, Coach Luigi. CJ, lagi mong napapag-usapan yung kinakailangan mo pang i-improve sa depensa and how sometimes you're used as a point of attack by the opponent. Tonight, paano mo to pinersonal at anong mga strategies ang in-employ mo to limit your matchups?
Actually, lagi ko lang challenge yung sarili ko to improve palagi. Every game, every day. So, sa game na to, talagang ang pinaka-challenge ko sa sarili ko is maging consistent. Sinasabi ng mga coaches na okay yung defense ako for the past few games. Pero yung lagi ko lang iniisip, paano in the next game, paano ako maging consistent. So siguro, dahil sa mga effort na ginawa ko and sa mga tulong ng mga veterano ko and mga coaches ko, binigyan nila ako ng confidence na, alam mo yun, ilabas ko kung ano yung meron sa akin in terms of defense.
Thank you, CJ. We're now opening the floor to the media.
Coach, congratulations. With this win, you're now 5-5 with 1 game left sa elimination. But with this win, gives you some breathing room, I think, in terms of the playoff race, and you got Ginebra next week.
Yeah, well, we're trying to make sure we're in the quarters, diba? So yung susunod sa amin yung Phoenix. So I think they've got 4 more games. We really needed this one to put them on their heels. Alam natin yung Ginebra malakas. It's just nice to get back-to-back victories. I think both those last 2 games, hard-earned. Guys are cleaning up a lot of our mistakes. I'm proud of CJ. In depensa niya, you can see he's moving his feet. He's taking up to the challenge of not being a weak link, right? And he stepped up today. He had 20 points at 11 in the fourth quarter, but I think yung nakataba ng puso, the way he played defense.
Coach, how welcoming of you to have Cliff back on the court?
Cliff was solid. He was plus 23 in the plus minus, 12 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. He's our backbone of our defense, but with him being out in that game, there's a dose of humble pie sa kanya. The other guys stepped out. It's nice that he's back. We know how important Cliff is in the scheme of things.
CJ, since the start of the season, you're slowly, developing yourself into a prominent figure sa rotation ng Meralco.
Kasi syempre sa college medyo alam ko na yung role ko eh. Pero dito sa Meralco medyo bago pa sa akin eh. So every game hinahanap ko yung role ko na alam ko makakatulong sa team kahit na malayo dun sa nakasanayan ko nung college. So ready ako dun sa role na yun.
CJ, you scored 20 points in the second half. Ano ba yun? Plano ba yun? Or what?
Sa akin kasi every game talagang pinagbibigyan ko ng pansin yung depensa eh. Siguro dahil mas tumaas na yung minuto ko sa court, mas nabigyan na ako ng chance sa makahawak ng bola. And lumabas na rin yung mga pinaghirapan ko, yung mga everyday skills ko. Lumabas na yung muscle memory siguro sa ganun. Yan.
I think people forget how important si Elaine Maliksi sa amin. So that's what CJ does, right? He's just being a pro. Alam niya na we realized how important it is to have a guy who can put the ball in the hole, catch and shoot. Elaine was a big part of our championship last year. Nawala siya. So, there's a lot of pressure with a guy who can do that. CJ's welcome that. He's embraced it. He's improved. The thing I like about him, just yung demeanor niya at yung willingness. He's very coachable. So,
Coach, medyo up and down yung season, pero ito 2 straight wins. Tingin nyo, ito na yung momentum na hinaharap nyo to turn your campaign around.
you wanna be playoff ready. I think that's nice that you said. Madami kaming things happening. You had 3 new guys who weren't part of the championship run who are winners, ball dominant. Kurt, AB, CJ. You got guys injured. I think the schedule didn't help us out also, where we have to represent the PBA, and we've had to move. It's nobody's fault. They've had to adjust the schedule. We went to tough teams. I think Tex and Magnolia. So parang we were put on our backs. But sometimes, you look at people and how they respond in adversity, in terms of how they go, and there's a lot of character in the room. So maganda rin to. Minsan it prepares you for the playoffs, tough games like this, right? So we're looking forward to Ginebra. We know how good Ginebra is. You know how ready they are. Sometimes those type of games will get you playoff ready. So sana, we're getting in a series. I always feel you have to win back to back. You're not gonna win a series if you don't win back to back, right? So sana tumuloy.
Never is coming off a close win over Blackwater. Yung sa tingin nyo lang yung going to your game.
Yeah, they're playing well. Japet's playing well. Those guys are starting to gel. The acquisitions they have, all those guys they got, Holt, Misi, Rosario, Abarrientos. They're complementing the old guys, Scotty and Japet, right? So it's a challenge for us. I know it's a good game. I'm sure the fans are gonna be enjoying it. It's always an opportunity for us, and we cherish those games against Ginebra. So just have to move back now. At least we've got a day or two to recover, and then we play them, I think, sa Friday.
Coach, pagkatapos kasi nung elims yun, di ba, this year kayo, but with you being the earliest team to finish the elims, whether you win or lose, siyempre may uncertainty, dahil mag-aantay pa kayo. Would that play a factor on how we'll approach the game on Sunday?
Well, we're gonna try to just win that. I think at this point we're not sure yet. I don't know the implications of that if may chance pa kami sa top 4. But I think we're 1 foot in the elims, right? There's still a mathematical chance that if we lose against Ginebra, if Phoenix wins their last 3, they'll tie us. So that means it's a playoff, right? So I think the sure thing is to win against Ginebra. But you don't want to play around with that. You want to go 100%. The nice thing is we have 4 days before Ginebra. All our games now are playoffs games, because after Ginebra, we're gonna go right away to Dubai, diba? So those are 4 or 5 straight games na high level, no? And I don't know how that'll feel. We have 3 new imports. We have to field them in. Jet lag, hard games there, and then we have to come back. So ano yun? I think we just focus first on Ginebra, and then we deal with Dubai after Ginebra.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Luigi and CJ. Congratulations.
You guys, salamat. Thank you.